Okay, good morning and welcome to Friday's Pilates. So we're going to start with a little warm up, and we have a chair here and we're just going to use it for some of the balance standing up. So feet under your hips, and you're going to take a deep breath in. I want you to grow a little taller here, and exhale. Try to draw the pelvic floor in when you're exhaling. Let's breathe in and exhale. Pelvic floor in, and we're going to exhale, and now inhale as we're exhaling. You're going to lift one heel up, staying on your toes, sending the heel forward a little bit, little movement in your foot. Let's inhale as we put the heel down, exhale as you lift the other one. Now you're going to watch your hips. We don't want to sink in. You want to stay up nice and tall. Inhale. I'm going to lift the toes off the floor. You can for today. Just lifting the knee up a little bit. Inhale as you're putting the foot down. Exhale, again, watching those hips. So think about that pelvic floor in as you're exhaling. And we're going to lift the knee up a little bit. Okay, I am on. Interesting. Let's take a little pause here. So, I just got a message saying that you're not seeing me. So if that does not work, let's see. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Just making sure before I do the whole class all by myself and that nobody could see, that would not be good. And it's happened before that my stream did not work and I did not realize it till the end. So, all right, let's continue where we were. So we're going to alternate lifting knees, and I want you to think about lifting to where you can while maintaining your old posture. So let's inhale. I'm going to go sideways to show you. We're going to exhale, lifting the knee up. Now I want you to lift below the hip joint and inhale down. Let's exhale. Think about that pelvic floor in, lifting the knee up and inhale down. So I want you to make sure you're lifting from the hip, that this is not happening for you to lift your knee up. Okay. And let's exhale, lifting up and inhale down. One more time. Let's exhale up, pelvic floor in, and inhale down. Good, so feet under your hips, and you're going to give me little shoulders rotations. So I talked a lot about the pelvic floor in my Pilates class. If you noticed, other direction for your shoulders. And so if you cue the pelvic floor and you can engage that, you're going to feel the other core muscles engage slowly. And starting from your base, which like the most inner muscle, core muscles, then the rest is going to actually work a little bit better and synchronized. So we're going to lift our arms up in front of us. And I want you to keep your hips in place here. We're going to make sure your shoulders are in place. You're going to inhale, next exhale, we're going to do a little rotation from your hips. So imagine somebody's holding your hips in place and you're doing just a little rotation. Inhale to center. Exhale, pelvic floor in, little rotation. Inhale to center. Exhale, this is staying in place, little rotation. Inhale to center. Exhale, pelvic floor in. And inhale to center. Good. Relax those shoulders. Okay. We're going to move to the lower legs. So we're going to have the chair close by. And so you can have 2 fingers on it. We're going to inhale. Next exhale. I want you to straighten out the legs and then slowly lift it behind you. Let's inhale down. Same leg. You're touching the toes. Lengthen. Exhale. lift the heel up. Abs are engaged. There's no pressure here in the back. You're pushing your heel up and your upper body is following, keeping that nice straight line. And inhale as you're lowering. Good. Touch to reset. Exhale, lift. Inhale as you're lowering. And relax. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to unlock the knee you're standing on. Up nice and tall. Straighten the left leg. Let's inhale. Next exhale, lift it up. Don't go too high. Just work on that movement at first. And inhale down. Good, lengthen. Exhale, lift. And we're going to lift it a little higher if that works for today. I don't want your upper body to collapse. So up nice and tall with your core. Think somebody's pulling on that heel and the top of your head as you're lifting to getting taller. And inhale to center. We're trying to counteract the effects of gravity and time here. All right. We're going to go back to our shoulders. We're going to bring our arms up, or upper body I should say. So my hands are just behind my head here. If that does not work for you today and you feel pressure on your neck, keep your arms just by your side here. We're going to inhale. On the next exhale, we're going to do that little rotation. So hips are staying in place, little rotation. So it's a little bit harder than your hands in front. Make sure as you're rotating that you're not pulling on your head. Your fingers are just resting there. So shoulders are working to stay in place here. They're not up here. Up nice and tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. And exhale, little rotation. Inhale to center. Good, one more time per side. If you feel a pinching in your shoulder, you can go back to your hands a little lower. Good, and bring your arms down. Relax your shoulders. All right, hands here, little balance. So we're gonna inhale, next exhale. I want you to lift your right knee up. And we're gonna hold it here. We're gonna inhale, down. Exhale, up. Hold it for a few seconds. Inhale, down. Good, now we're gonna add that little twist. So shoulder blades are down. Let's exhale. Let's lift, little twist. And inhale, down. Exhale, lift, little twist. One side is gonna be a little easier than the other. Taking your time as you're exhaling. Now think about that pelvic floor drawing in, then the little twist. And then inhale, press that foot down, don't just let it fall. Exhale, pelvic floor in, little rotation. Inhale, press that foot down. Good, and relax your shoulders. Okay, we're gonna go back to our legs a little bit. So your feet are under your hips. I want you to bend your knees a little bit and sit on your heel. So we're not going this way. You're sending the hips a tiny bit back. You're going to find your balance on your right leg. I want you to exhale, pelvic floor in. Feel the engagement of your abs. Straighten your left leg in front. And bring it back. So we're just straightening in front as we exhale. Inhale to center. Exhale, center. To the side. Exhale, center. We're going to do two more. Abs are engaged. Exhale, center. One more time. To the back. So straight back. Abs are engaged. Think about that tailbone reaching, top of your head. Exhale, touch back. Inhale. Exhale, touch back. Inhale. And one more time. Good. Relax your legs, relax your hips. Other side. So think up nice and tall. Let's bring it down, sitting a little bit on your heels. Next, exhale, forward. Touch down. Exhale, forward. Inhale. One more time. Pelvic floor in when you're exhaling. Pelvic floor in to the side. Inhale to center. So sometimes when I'm cueing, explaining, and doing it at the same time, I have to admit I lose my breathing. So let's go to the back. So and my breathing is not necessarily the same pace as yours. So if you're more comfortable going a little slower, if you do 2 repetitions while I do 3, that is perfectly okay. Really focus on that. Breathing out, pelvic floor in, and breathing in. If you breathe out, you will breathe in. So relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Okay, so we're going to complicate things a little bit. We're going to bring our arms up. So if you know that you were pulling on your head here, don't put your hands behind your head. Keep them here on your shoulders. So you can put your thumbs right on your shoulders here and do that same little rotation, okay? So we're going to add that little twist. Shoulders are down, they're not up here. Let's inhale, exhale, lift your right knee up. And hold it. Let's inhale down. We're going to add the twist after. Let's exhale, lift up, and hold it. And inhale down. Good, now let's add that twist. Shoulders are down, abs are engaged. I'm not letting it go. Let's exhale, pelvic floor in, engaging your abs a little bit more, rotating. Inhale to center, press that foot down. Let's exhale, pelvic floor in, lifting, little rotation. Keep your eyes up, don't look at your knee. Press that foot down. And exhale, lift and rotate. Inhale to center. One more. Exhale, lift. And center. And relax. Relaxing those shoulders. Relax your neck a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go into a combination of our movement. So we're going to start with holding the chair. 2 fingers, not holding, sorry. 2 fingers on the chair. So you can go to a 45-degree angle with me for this one if you want, with the chair right next to you. We're going to do our lift back combined with the knee up, and we're going to extend the leg after. So it's going to be a slow one. We're going to keep our fingers on the chair for the first one, just for a little extra balance. So I want you to think, feet under your hips first, and you grow up nice and tall. Unlock your knees. Now balance, put your weight on your right leg. Straighten your left behind. Flex your foot. Let's inhale. Next exhale, lift that heel up. Good. Now we're going to bring that foot down. I want you to press down. It's not going to touch the ground here. As you're getting close to the ground, I want you to bend the knee, lifting it up in front. Up nice and tall here. You're going to straighten the leg in front about 45 degrees. Keep that foot flexed. Press it to the ground. Release. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Unlock the knee. Straighten the leg behind. Press it up as you're exhaling. Good. Now the down movement is a little easier, so we're going to inhale. Exhale, lift the knee up in front. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg. And inhale down. Good. Relax. Shake it up. Okay, so you can use the chair or ditch the chair for the next 2 reps. So we're going to do 2 more on each side. What do you think? Up nice and tall. Unlock the knee you're standing on. Straighten your right leg. Inhale. Next exhale. Lifting it behind you. Good. Inhale. Pressing it down. Exhale. Lift the knee up. Pelvic floor in. Let's inhale here. Exhale. Straighten the leg in front. Can go to 45 less or higher. Pressing it down. Good, let's do the other side. So putting that foot down, unlock your knee. Let's inhale. Next exhale, straightening the leg, lifting it up behind. Good, let's inhale as we're pressing it down. Exhale, knee up, pelvic floor in. Stay here. Inhale, exhale, extend the leg. Pressing it down. Good. And relax. So if you're doing it without the chair, we can add two arms, sorry, not arm. If you're using the chair, you're going to use the arm that's going with the leg. So you're going to switch side in between each leg, and I'm going to give you some time to do that. So you can have one hand on the chair or no hand. If you have one hand on the chair, just one arm is going to follow the movement. No chair, two arms, okay? So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, transfer your weight on your right leg. Sorry. Let's restart. So we're facing each other, your right leg. Let's inhale. Exhale, weight on your right leg, unlock the knee. Good. Let's inhale. Next, exhale. I want you to lengthen your torso, straighten that right leg. Now lift the leg as you're bringing the arms in front. Don't look at the floor, you're looking up in front. Let's inhale, bringing that leg down. Press the arms, press the leg towards each other. Good. Let's exhale, lift the knee up. Stay here. Let's inhale, exhale, lift the arms up as you're straightening the leg in front. Good. And inhale down. Let's keep the same leg. Touch to reset. Relax. Same leg. Weight on your right. Lengthen your core. Arms are straight. Straighten your left behind. Exhale, lift. Lengthen those arms in front. I want you to pull on elastics in front. Pull an elastic with your heels. Good. Let's inhale to center. Exhale, lift the knee up. Pelvic floor in. Stay here, inhale, lifting your arms. Exhale, sending that leg in front. And inhale down. Good, relax, shake it out. Same thing with the other leg. So balancing on your left leg. Straighten your core, straighten your leg behind. Good, arms are in front. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the leg behind you, the arms in front. And lengthen, pull. Good, let's inhale as you're bringing it down, pulling them together. They're not just dropping. Exhale, lifting the knee up. Inhale, slowly lift your arms up. Exhale, continue with the arms, lengthen your leg in front. And exhale down. Inhale, sorry, down. Relax, shake it out. Finding your balance again on that leg, up nice and tall. Straighten the leg behind. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting the heel up behind. Whoops. Arm in front. Can't look at the time. Talk and do this at the same time, I guess. And inhale to center. Let's exhale, lifting the knee up. Engage your core, engage your arms, lifting your arms. And exhale, lengthen the leg in the front. And inhale down. All right, and relax those legs. We're going to do a similar sequence to the side. So keep the chair next to you. And we're going to lengthen here. We're just going to do a few little side leg lifts. So unlock that knee, straighten your left leg, flex your foot. I just want you to lift here, press it down. So your hips are staying towards me, you're just lifting out to the side, pressing it down. Now if I want to go higher with the leg, my upper body is going to have to go a little bit towards my chair and bring it down. Good, relax, shake it out. You can stand behind your chair here, and we're going to do the other side. Unlock your left knee, straighten your right, flex your foot, lengthen your core. Just two little movements with the legs. So let's exhale, lifting the leg. Inhale, pressing it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift. Now we're going to add a little upper body. Over, up nice and tall. Inhale down. Good. Relax, shake it out. We're going to find our balance on your right leg. Fingers on the chair or not. We're going to add the knee up in the middle. So we're going to do that whole sequence that we did to the back, to the side. Unlock the knee you're standing on, lengthen. Straighten that left leg. Flex your foot. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale. Lift. Then a little bit more. Okay, you can use the chair as needed. Inhale to center. Exhale, lifting that knee up. Let's bring those arms up. Let's exhale, extend the leg in front. Inhale down. Good, let's do one more on this side. Relax your shoulders, lengthen. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lengthen and lift. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, lift the knee up. Inhale, arms up. Keep going with the arms. As you're exhaling, lengthen the leg in front. Inhaling down. And relax, shake it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And then we're going to go to the ground. So again, you can have your finger here. Just as you're lifting, you're doing one arm instead of two. So lengthen your core. Straighten your leg. Let's inhale to prepare. Make sure you're unlocking that knee. Exhale, lift. A little bit more. Nice long core. Inhale to center. Exhale, pelvic floor in. Lengthen in front. Bring that knee up. Lengthen your core. Inhale, lift your arms. Continue lifting your arms as you're exhaling, straightening the leg. Bring it down. Inhale. Good. Touch down to reset. Relax the hip as needed. Lengthen. Let's prepare. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out. Flex your foot. Lift. Lengthen that core. Good. Now let's bring it together. Pull as you're inhaling. Exhaling. Lifting the knee up. Pelvic floor in. Inhale. Start lifting your arms. When you're ready, you're going to keeping the arms up. Exhale. Extend the leg. Inhale down. All right. And just shift those hips. And we can put the chair away. So the floor sequence, we're starting into a plank position, and then on our belly and on our side before going to our back. So if being on your back for some of the ab exercise does not work for you, then maybe that first part will work, and then you can stop whenever it doesn't agree with your body. So we're going to start with our feet just under our hips, and you're going to unlock your knee. Make sure you have your yoga mat in front of you. And we're going to slowly roll down. So you're going to roll down one vertebra at a time, just slowly. Knees are unlocked. Whenever it gets a little tight, stay here for a second. So we're going to enjoy that little stretch, a little relaxation. And then your next exhale, you're going to slowly roll down, maybe a little bit further, bending the knees a little bit more. Keep your neck relaxed, eyes are on the floor. And next exhale, let's bring it to the ground. So bending the knees as required, depending on the tightness of our hamstrings. And hands are down. Now I want you to start engaging the core. So exhale, pelvic floor in. Engage your arms and support your body with your abs. So imagine that harness anchored at your hips to the ceiling. So my weight is not all in my arms, walking it forward. And let's lower to the ground. So last week, we did a lot of push-ups, and I promised on the Friday that there would be no push-ups. So there's no push-ups this week because I had a pre-recording last Friday and there were push-ups. Okay, so we're going to go into a plank here. We're going to be on our elbows. So I'm just going to place my elbows underneath my shoulders and then my legs in line with my hips. Toes are curled under. I'm going to inhale, next exhale. Let's lift from the knees. Pelvic floor in on the exhale. So we're going to breathe here in place. Your toes are curled under. Next exhale, you're going to lift one knee up, straightening out the leg. Inhale down. Exhale, lift the knee up. Inhale down. Exhale, knee up, pelvic floor in. Inhale down. Pelvic floor in as you're lifting up. Inhaling down. So you can stay here or you can come up into that full plank, whichever. So instead of lifting the knee on the exhale, you're going to lower now. So exhale, drop. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Inhale. So you're exhaling, either lifting or dropping, depending on which position you are. Good. Now let's bring both knees down, and we're going to go into a swimmer. So the nice thing that in the Pilates sequence, I try to make it so that when the exercise is becoming like it's getting tedious or too hard, then we switch. We go back to it after. So here, I want you to lengthen your core. So you're gonna lengthen from the top of your head, lengthen from your ankles. I want you to slowly lift your upper body. Now try to remove the weight from your hands, your arms. So they're touching the ground, but there's no weight here. There's no pinching here. I'm just lengthening and lifting. Your spine is in line, your eyes are on the floor in front. Lengthen those legs, lift them off the ground. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the back of your legs. Good. Then we're going to bring our arms up. And if they want to, you're going to bring them to the front. If they don't want to, keep them here. Okay, we're going to lift your right leg up, left arm up. And then switch. So inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. No pressure into the low back. So that lift does not have to be high. I want you to lengthen that core, lengthen your legs. We're going to do one more per side. You take a break whenever you need to here. And lower. Good. Put your hands next to your shoulders and knees are on the floor, and we're going to press up and hips back. And we're going to stretch it out here a little bit. Good. And then let's bring it back to our plank. So on your elbows. Good. So we're on our knees. We're on a nice, pretty straight line. Your eyes are in front, so you're not looking up here. Okay, I'd rather have the hips up a little bit here than down, okay? So, we're gonna lift, and then we're gonna alternate our knees. So, we're gonna lift your right knee up as one knee up as you're exhaling. Then, breathe, switch. So you're inhaling, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. So there's never two knees on the ground. They're switching in the middle. Good, one more. And knees down, let's lower. Okay, so we're gonna do our legs for the next one. So we did on Wednesday with the elastic, we did a lot of hamstring. So we're gonna do a tiny bit of hamstring, but I want you to focus on your glutes. So here you can put your head on your hands. You're gonna gently lift one leg up. So I'm gonna bring my left leg up and I'm gonna flex my foot. Now I want you to push the pubic bone into the floor. So you're gonna feel your glutes engage a little bit. And then we're gonna try and lift and bring it down and extend. So same thing with the other one. Let's exhale, pelvic floor in, lift that leg up, flexing your foot. Inhale, next exhale, pubic bone into the floor, lift the leg up and down. So it's not a big movement because I'm kind of working against my own body, right? So let's exhale, lift that heel up, flexing the foot, pubic bone in, lift the leg up, bringing it down, extend. Other side. So you're going to make sure you are breathing through this. Think about that exhale, pelvic floor in. Good. Now let's do the two legs at the same time. So relax your neck here. So you know the movement. You don't have to look at me. I want you to focus on your breathing. You're going to bring both legs up as you're exhaling. Pelvic floor in. Now flex your feet. Inhale. Pubic bone into the floor. Exhale. Try to lift both legs. And inhale down. So they're not going to lift very much. You're working really hard and it looks like nothing's happening. Exhale up. but we know that you're working hard. Flexing your feet, pubic bone into the floor, press up, no pressure into the low back. If you're feeling that pressure into the low back, release the movement a little bit, make it smaller. Or go back to the one leg at a time, if that worked better for you. So one more time, well, two more, because I said go back to the one leg if you wanted to, so we want to make that even. Two more times, so exhale, lift. Flex your feet, pubic bone to the floor, lift the legs, and release. One more time. Let's exhale, lift. Flexing your feet, pubic bone to the floor, press up, down, and all the way down. Okay, hands by your side, and we're going to get that little stretch again, sending your hips back. And let's bring it back to our low plank. So your knees are in line with your hips, elbows right underneath your shoulders, and you can stay into a modified plank or go into a full plank. Now I'm going to start modified to show you, and so here we're going to just extend one leg, move it out to the side, back in. Okay, so exhale, lift, out and over, back in, touch down. So we can do this into that modified position or into that full plank. So you're going to exhale over to the side, inhale to center. Exhale out to the side, into center. So whichever position works for you. There's no pain in the back. So I don't want you to be in pain. I know you're working hard, but you're not in pain. Okay, we're going to do one more per side. And last one. Good, and let's lower the knees and lower all the way to the ground. Okay, so one more time for our upper body. We're gonna have our hands by our sides here, and your eyes are looking at the ground. You're gonna lengthen your legs, but they're not gonna do all the work because they did the time before. So I want you to inhale. Next exhale, you're gonna lengthen your core from the top of your head. Slowly lift the chest off the ground without pushing into the low back. You're gonna inhale, next exhale. Try to lift your hands off the floor. If they don't want to, keep them on the floor, just lighten them up. Good, now inhale, next exhale, we're gonna draw a big circle. So hands in front, like you're swimming. And then nice and long arms, bring them out. Bend your elbows, bring your hands back to your shoulders. And lower, relax. So if you have a hard time keeping your hands off the floor, keep them on the floor and just draw that circle here. And you're still gonna work your upper back. So the goal is to lighten and lift without pinching here. So let's lighten the leg. That's gonna help you squeezing the glutes a little bit. Exhale, lift. And then inhale, let's exhale, lighten your arms in front, drawing that big circle. So we're going to do 2 without the break. Bring your hands in. Exhale, lighten. And then you're going to inhale as you're bringing your arms in and lower, relax. You can keep your legs extended or curl your toes under, up to you. Hands by your shoulders. We're going to press up and get that little stretch. Good, and let's bring it back. We're going to go onto our side for the next one, because time goes by way too quickly. So we're going to lengthen here on our side. There's not many side legs. We did a lot of side legs in eccentrics and in the in the cardio strength on Wednesday. So there's a little bit here, but it's not a super big focus. So your focus is going to be on holding this position on your side, trying to have your hand on your hip here. So start with your hand here, and then relax your head on your arm. Now I want you to lengthen. So you're going to engage the muscles in your back, in your neck, in your glutes, in your legs, and lengthen with your heels towards one side, the top of your head towards the other. It should feel like there's some space here underneath, or that you're light on the floor. So I'm not just flopped here. Now keep that lightened. Remove your fingers from the floor. Try to keep that chest open. Now here, fingers on the hips. If that doesn't work on the hips, put your fingers back on the floor. Make sure you're not collapsing. Now lengthen those legs. Move the top leg forward a little bit so that the heel's in line with the toes at the bottom. Then move the top leg back so the toes are in line with the heel. Let's inhale. Next exhale. Move both legs. So one's going back, the other one's going forward. But your heel and your toes are pretty much in line whenever you're doing that movement. So it's not a big movement. You're going to inhale for one movement, exhale for the other. Good. Inhale, move, exhale, pelvic floor in. Whenever you're exhaling, drawing the pelvic floor in, you should feel the glutes engage a little bit more, which is going to help you for your balance. Good, let's bring the legs down and relax. We're gonna go on our back. So if you can't do the exercises on your back, then do the other leg while we're doing this. And we're gonna finish sitting up. So we got about 5 minutes on the floor here. So again, if that doesn't work for you on your back, just do the other leg and then get back to us here after. Okay, so you're going to place your back into that neutral position, shoulder blades in. You're going to relax your neck. Now if here you've got the tension here and it's because your back is a little tight, put a pillow under your head, okay? Get comfortable because your abs are going to work, so get your neck comfortable. Let's inhale, next exhale. I want you to lift your right foot off the ground so you're at 90 degrees here. Inhale, next exhale. Draw that pelvic floor in, lift the other leg. Good, so we're going to hold this in place. Hands are going to be on our sides here or on your belly, whichever. I want that back, that line to stay in the neutral position. So we're going to lower one leg after the other. So let's inhale. As we're exhaling, lower the leg, engaging those abs to maintain this here, touching your toes. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhaling down. So we're kind of waking up. They're awake. They've been working for the last 35 minutes, our abs, but just kind of get them used to being in this position. So make sure you're breathing. On your exhale, I want you to draw the pelvic floor in. Good. Now you can keep going with the knees bent, or you can straighten out your legs. Depending on how tight this is, they can be a little bent, or keep that 90-degree angle. Now, as we're lowering the leg, because it's longer, it's going to be harder on our abs. So again, bend the knees if you're feeling that pressure into your low back. So let's inhale, next exhale, lower one leg. Grab the other leg, let's bring it in a little bit, tiny stretch here. Let's switch, inhale. Exhale. So if I'm going a little too slow for your breathing, speed up a tiny, tiny bit your legs, but try and do a nice long breath. So you can grab here or behind your calf, whichever you can reach. Your back stays in neutral. That leg going to the floor does not touch the floor. It gets almost there. Again, bend the knees if that works better. Okay? You do what you can, depending on how your back feels today. Make sure you're not pulling up here. I want your back in that neutral position. Good. Now let's bring that leg up, bend the knees, and let's do a little wiggle here and lower. Okay, so your feet are close to your hips, nicely planted on the ground. Okay, so we're going to do a mini crunch. We've done that before, so I want you to line to the top of your head. Slowly lift the chest off the ground. Now, the middle of my back is still on the floor. I'm not trying to crunch up here and squeeze all my stomach together. I'm just trying to lift the head and the upper back off the floor. Inhale down. You can support your neck with your one hand. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale, pelvic floor in. Inhaling down. Okay, I'm going to combine the legs and the upper body. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift both feet off the ground, knees into that 90 degrees. Now, depending on how that feels, you can keep doing those up and down with your upper body and forget the legs, or follow me up here. Exhale, lift, eyes are on the ceiling. So my back is still into that neutral position here. I'm not pushing, doing that big crunch here. Back into that neutral. I'm lifting the upper back off the floor, supporting my neck. You can have one hand underneath as if you wish. We're going to do those alternating toe taps. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Straighten the legs if that works for you. Now again, I'm looking past my toes at the ceiling. I'm not squeezing my whole breakfast. You can keep going with the leg and lower your upper body. You're going to do one more per side. Good. And let's bring the knees in and lower and relax completely. Okay, I did not forget the scissors on the other side. So we're gonna sit up and go on the other side and then do a little stretch. So we're gonna lie down and you're gonna squeeze your glutes, your abs, you're gonna flex your feet. Pick up your side, rest your head. If you have that little pillow, you can use it. Now here, you can have your fingers here. Let's inhale to prepare, exhale. Pelvic floor in, abs are engaging more, flexing your feet, squeezing your glutes. Good. Let's inhale, exhale, hand on your hips. Let's inhale. Next exhale, you're going to move that top leg. Exhale, switch to the back. Now both legs. Inhale. Little movement. One side is easier than the other. I want you to think about that exhale. In one of the movement, you're going to inhale. The other one, exhale. Draw the pelvic floor in. You're going to feel everything tightening and balance getting a tiny bit better on your exhale. Just a few more. Remember, you can have your hand in front. Good, back to center and relax. Good, let's roll on your back. Let's bring your knees in. Just give me a little shift of your hips. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. And we're gonna make it up. And we're gonna keep our roll up for a different day. So, legs are gonna be in front here. You're going to open up the legs, little bend into your knees. So here, I want you to focus on that straight back. We don't want this to happen. I want a nice straight back. So legs can be bent to allow you to sit up nice and straight here. And we're going to do that little rotation, right, with our upper body. So as we're rotating, I don't want this to happen and you're rotating your spine, trying to work really hard here. I want you to be up nice and tall. I'm going to suggest that you straighten the legs, but I don't want straight legs, rounded back. So do not compromise your back or your legs. So legs are here. We're going to start with the legs bent at first just to do a little warm up. Let's lift the shoulders up and bring them down in the back, lengthening your core. And we're going to open up our arms here, and I want you to inhale. Exhale, little rotation. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. So you're focusing on your shoulder blades, squeezing a tiny bit together the whole time. Lengthen, open. If your arms are getting heavy, bend the elbows. Lengthen, rotate. Center. Good. Relax. Now we can lengthen the leg. If that doesn't work, keep your knees bent. I'm going to flex my feet, arms out. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale to center. Remember, your elbows can come up here. Lengthen, rotate. Center, lengthen, rotate. One more per side. Center, lengthen, rotate. Center, lengthen, exhale, rotate. And center, and bring your arms down. Grab your legs and bend your knees. Bring them in front here. Give me a little shift. Good, let's bring your feet together. Let's do a tiny stretch here. Pressing down gently. And release. Grab your right leg. Let's bring it behind you. We're just going to do a gentle stretch today. So relax your shoulders. If you need a little bit more, I know a lot of you do yoga, so a nice yin yoga. Or I think I have that little calf sequence. Let's pull the knee back. Gentle stretch into your quad. And let's bring it in. And so if it's not there, I'm going to make a nice little quad calf stretch that you can do at any time, and I'll share it with you. So hand down and engaging your hips, maintaining that in place, gently pulling your knee back. And release. Good, let's bring that leg in front. And relax your shoulders. You get one leg in front, and you're going to lengthen out of your hips, gently walking forward, getting a nice little stretch for those glutes. Okay, let's walk your hands in the direction that your toes are pointing. And back to center. Let's switch your feet. And lengthen out of your hips going forward in the direction that your toes are pointing. And let's coming back in and up. And relax your shoulders. Now your neck worked really hard during this workout today, so we're just going to relax it here. I want you to relax your core. Drop your chin towards your chest gently so that you get that nice little stretch in the back of your neck. Little tiny rotation of your right ear towards your right shoulder. Very nice and slow. Now bring it back. Slight rotation of your left ear to your left shoulder. So you're feeling those nice little stretch. Back in and up. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this Pilates version. And have a great day and a great weekend, everyone. Feel free to send me comments either by email or in Messenger or comment here on this video. All right, take care.